Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, today's project is going to be one of the best calendar page crafts on planet YouTube. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by because today we are going to do something awesome. But before we jump into it, thank you to everyone who supports me by watching my videos. I really do appreciate that commitment and that support. Here on Planet YouTube, we have some amazing crafters and we have some amazing crafts. But today's project is going to be a project that I'm going to do that was suggested by one of you. And I personally feel that using the calendar page in the way that I'm about to use it is one of the best, if not the best, calendar page paper crafts on Planet YouTube. And here's what I'm talking about. We are going to take a calendar page and we're going to create a birthday gift bag, or this can be an anniversary gift bag. It can commemorate any special date. But what we're doing is we're taking the month of significance and we are highlighting it as the front of our gift bag. So we're going to take that calendar page and turn it into an awesome gift bag. Now this fabulous idea, along with how I've notated the date, was provided to me by Joyce Boston's son, Chris. Chris was watching my last calendar page video with his mom, Joyce, and he suggested this idea, right down to notating the date. And when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, that is a fabulous idea. Why didn't I think of it? Well, there are so many things that I don't think of that you guys do. And you've also given me a whole bunch of ideas on ways to use the calendar pages, as well as the little thumbnails that were on the back of the calendar pack. So in the coming days, I'm definitely going to be taking some of those ideas and turning them into projects. But today, we're going to make this Chris-inspired bag. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is a closer look at this absolutely fabulous way to give a gift. Now, I have dressed this one to celebrate a birthday, but guys, you can use this technique for any celebration. And I can't say it enough. Thank you so much to Joyce Boston and her son, Chris, for this awesome idea. I personally love it, and it's one that I am going to start using. And the beauty of this is you can go pick out the ugliest calendars out there because you want to use them for this part of the calendar, not necessarily for the picture. So on the front, I have the calendar page, I have the date circled, and I have It's Your Birthday and a tag there. And on the back side, I just used another calendar, but this time I used the graphics portion of it because I didn't want to use two October pages front and back. I could have, but I wanted to save those because I can use those for someone else who has an October birthday. Very easy. Here's what you're going to need to make it. I am going to be making mine for the month of November. So I have my November calendar page. This page will end up being 11 by 11. Then I have two pieces of 12 by 12 decorative cardstock. So I'll be mounting my November piece to this 12 by 12. And the reason why I'm using the full 12 by 12 is because it's going to be easier for you to cut off the excess than trying to match 11 by 11 to exact 11 by 11. So you would have to be pretty exact if you started with an 11 by 11 inch piece. So we're going to start with the 12 by 12. So to put the sticky on the back of my calendar page, I'm going to be using my Xyron Creatopia. This machine will put adhesive on the back of a 12 by 12 piece of decorative paper or just regular paper, felt, cork, anything that happens to be 1/8 of an inch in thickness. You can run it through this machine and get that adhesive on the back. Now this machine is discontinued, but the cartridges for it are actually still sold on the market. But sometimes you can get lucky and you can go out to eBay and you might find someone who's selling their Xyron Creatopia. You can go to Craigslist. Sometimes you can find them there as well. So I'm going to take my paper and we slide it in so that it hits that black roller bar, which is right there. And then we take our handle and we just crank it through, and the adhesive is being put on the back. Once you have the adhesive on the back, you're going to have a little trimmer. You just trim it And now I have adhesive on the back of my November piece. There is going to be a peel away plastic sheet. It's going to be a little bit sticky, so you won't be able to use that on another project. Then I'm going to take this and just go over it with my big old spatula to get everything nice and stuck. And so then I'll just peel away that backer sheet. And hopefully you guys can see the sticky on this. It is very sticky, which means that we can now take it and I'm going to place it down on my 12 by 12 inch piece. I had a little wrinkle there, so I'm placing it down so that I can use my big old spatula and just smooth out that wrinkle. So we now have this nice and stuck. I'm just going to go over on the back side and get it stuck as well. So now I'm going to bring in my trimmer, and I'm basically trimming this just to get it nice and straight. Unfortunately, I didn't lay my piece down all that straight, but that's not going to be a big deal because we will make it work. And then I'm going to trim away right here at the top. And so what I'm going to do just to clean it up is I'm going to go back and do my trimming. And so I have my 11 by 11 inch piece, and all I did was I kept going around the edges and trimming down until I had it close enough that it's going to look really good when I fold it. So now I'm going to take this piece and we're going to trim it to 11 by 11. And then I'm going to use these leftover pieces for the strap. So I'm going to have two pieces that measure 1 by 11. I am going to score these at 1/2 inch. And we're going to make our handles first because we really want that glue to have a chance to set up. So now I'll just fold these in half. I'll bring in my glue, and I'm going to put my glue on one side. Then I'll take my big old spatula, spread that glue out, but I'm also getting my handle to curl, which is what I want. So we have one handle. We're going to go ahead and do the second one. And like I said, I like to do my handles first because it'll give the glue a chance to harden and keep the handles in the shape in which I'm bending them. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And now we're just going to set these handles to the side and pull them out when we get ready to put the handles on the bag. So now I'm going to take my 11 by 11 inch calendar, and I am going to score this at 2 on 3 sides. Now a portion of my November will be cut off, but that's okay because you'll know it's November. And so I'm scoring at 2 on 3 sides. So I'm not scoring here at the top, I'm scoring on these 2 sides here and then at the bottom. We'll do the same thing with this piece. We're going to score at 2 on 3 sides. And now we can fold and burnish all of our scores on this beautiful, easy peasy project. so now I'll bring my bag back in, and we're going to have this corner piece here at the bottom. So you're going to have two corner pieces. We are going to remove those all together from the back panel piece. So I'm actually going to cut it from this side because it's easier for me to see that score mark. So I'm cutting there, going to remove it there. Then I'm cutting here, and we'll remove it from here. So you're going to have a piece that looks like this. This is the back of the bag. So we're going to bring this piece in, but this time we are not going to remove this piece. What we're going to do is we're going to, on the score mark, we're going to cut in this direction. So I'll be cutting out. I'm not removing. So on that score mark, I'm going to cut straight across. Then I'll angle just a little bit. And I'm going to angle that just a little bit as well. And then I'm going to reduce this some because I really don't need all of that. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So let's find that score mark. Cut straight across. Angle in. Angle there. And then we can reduce. And so now what we'll be doing is we'll be taking this piece and we're going to join it to this piece like that to create our bag. So I'm going to use my Reptile adhesive because it gives me some wiggle room. If I use my tape, I pretty much have to be exact. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to match it. And I can move it around just a little bit. I'm going to make sure that I have it so that those side tabs can fold up without any problem. Now when I think I have a pretty good fit, I'll use my big old spatula to get that nice and stuck. And so one thing that I do want to do on mine is I'm going to go ahead and just remove some of the glue flap from the back panel because I really don't need it all. I could have done it when I had it out. I actually forgot to. But what I've done is I have reduced these side panels from being 1 inch to being about 3/4 of an inch. So now I'll take my glue and put it on that tab, and then I'll bring my tab up and get it stuck with the glue flap here. I'm going to lay it on its side so I can go in and get that stuck. Then I'll do the same thing over here. So I'm going to take some glue, put it right there. I'll bring this piece and we'll get it stuck. And then I'll go on the inside and we'll get that stuck. And so now I can take this piece. I'm going to add my glue here. And then I'll add glue along here. I'm going to take my side piece and just roll it in that glue a little bit so that I can get a really good stick. And when you're matching it, make sure that you're matching it so that your top is even coming all the way around. Then I'm going to take my bone folder and use that to go on the inside to get everything nice and stuck. And then I'll also use it right there on the side to get it nice and stuck. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So I'm going to add some glue there. Add some glue here. And then we can match it at the top. Making sure that we get it nice and stuck. Go on the inside and get everything stuck. And so there we have our November bag. We're going to bring those handles in. I'm going to take my handles and put them on just like this. So I am again going to be using my Reptile. You can use your hot glue if you want. I like using Reptile because it gives me a very firm hold and it hardens and it grips. So I am just going to hold that in place for just a moment. Then I can go on the inside with my bone folder, get that nice and stuck. And that's the front of our bag. Flip it over, bring in my second handle, and do the same thing. So I'm going to add my glue, and I'm going to place my glue right there. I'm going to take this piece, we're going to put it right there. And then I'll use my bone folder to go on the inside and just smooth that out. And y'all, now we have a beautiful bag, front and back. So we get to do the fun part. We get to decorate. So I am celebrating November 15th. So I'm just going to circle that date. I have these Dollar Tree stickers. I am just going to take one set of the balloons and just place it right there on the 15th. And then I'm going to take the scrap that I had left over when I made tags for this bag and another bag that I made. And I am going to trim this to 2.5 by 2. So then I'm going to take the sticker that says, "Have a fabulous birthday." We're going to put it right there. Let's see if I've got that straight. I think I can turn it just a little bit. So we'll put it right there. Then I'm going to use my Crocodile Big Bite. Going to punch myself a hole, and my hole size is 3/16 of an inch. And I'm going to take a little bit of my crinkled seam binding to create a tie-off for this tag. And so now we can take it and we're just going to tie it off right here at the top on that handle. And I'm just going to let that crinkle hang just like that. Then I'm going to stand this up and just pinch in my side. You can pinch it down as far as you want to get that bag look. And there we have another beautiful way to say happy birthday to a November baby. So the calendars that I'm using are for 2022. So I wouldn't be giving this away right now, but you can see what a fabulous idea this is. If you have some 2021 calendars and you have birthdays remaining in 2021, this is a fabulous way of being able to say happy birthday. And guys, I can guarantee you, you will bring a smile to someone's face when you give them a bag that has their birthday noted on it. So I am going to bring that first one back in so that y'all can see just how easy this was, how inexpensive to make it was, and how absolutely drop dead fabulous it is. So like I said earlier, this is one of the best, if not the best, ways to use a calendar page on planet YouTube. So thanks again to Joyce Boston and her son Chris for this fabulous, fabulous idea. You guys come back tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to do some more crafting using ideas that you guys sent me for the calendar pages. So I hope that you have enjoyed this project as much as I have. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.